What's going on, guys? My name is Jake, and welcome back to Gax Reviews. And today we're going to be talking about the brand new film that just dropped on VOD called Antebellum. It's a new horror film starring Janelle Monáe. We're going to talk about this. We haven't seen a lot of good horror films this year, guys, which really saddens me as someone who loves horror. Will Antebellum be the turning point? Let's find out. Before we get started, I want you guys in that comment section below, have you seen the film? Are you looking forward to checking the film out? And will you be checking it out after my review? Let's talk about this. So Antebellum, a successful author, Veronica, finds herself trapped in a horrifying reality that forces her to confront the past, present, and the future before it's too late. And I'm going to do my best to tiptoe around that third act. I'm going to hint on it. I'm going to talk about the third act. I'm not going to say what happens because this is a film that markets itself as don't spoil the twist. And if you guys know me, I hate when films do this because I think a twist is an integral part of a film if you built it in. That's your whole film. Your film relies on that twist. And if you're marketing it as a twist, you're going to be thinking the whole time you're watching the film, what is the twist going to be? And you're going to be looking out for the twist. And the most impactful twists are the ones you don't see coming and that positively affect your film. Antebellum is a film that relies heavily on its twist that falls flat on its face. And I think Antebellum, sadly, is one of the worst films of the year, and it's a shame because it has so much working parts to it. And I'm going to talk about the stuff I did like first. I think the cinematography, the way this film looks, the way it's shot, it's all really well done. And not just well, it looks great at times. I think the score really works here, especially towards that first act. In that first act, it works really well. And Janelle Monáe she's tremendous in this film, and she deserved so much better than what she gave because she is one of the best performances I've seen of the year. She's very raw. She has some very emotional moments, and she's tremendous. And especially the way she has to go through the emotional, the physical, all of that. She has to go through so much of this film. And ultimately, where I find my frustration with Antebellum is that it is a film that is so narratively muddled at times. And it's a film that requires you to buy into its twist. And the reason I don't love this is because it gives you the how it happens, but it never gives you the why it's happening. And that's a huge part of a film, especially when the first 40 minutes are building up this past of Janelle Monáe. It's about her being a slave, and you see all the frustrations and the abuse and all of that happening. It's very hard to watch at times, and that's where a lot of the horrific elements come from, is from there. And there's a lot of torture that is happening, and it's really hard to watch at times. And then after the 40 minutes, it moves to the present. And again, not a spoiler, that's in the trailers. And then you try to understand what's happening here, what's going on. And then it's kind of like a night in her life. And you're with her friends and you're just having a grand old time. You're sitting here going, okay, what's the point of this? And it's kind of cutting away to these characters. And by the time it gives you that third act twist, it feels so ridiculous because, at least to me, it did. Because I didn't care about any of these characters because the film didn't give me a reason to. And again, I understand what the filmmakers were going for, and I could see people buying onto that twist. I think people could really enjoy that, and especially since there's so much working with the acting, with the way it's shot. But I just think that the way that this film is presented, especially the flip-flopping between the past and the present, and how it spends 40 minutes and then another 40 minutes building the past, the present, and then the twist, and then it ends basically 20 minutes after that, it just didn't give me enough to latch onto. And especially when you get some payoff in that third act, none of it feels satisfying. You don't feel like you care because you don't care about these characters. And it's a shame because, again, you sit through so much horrific elements through that first act and it just doesn't feel like it was fully paid off. And to sit through something that brutal feels like it needs a payoff to be a good film. And there's so much that is good with this film that could be good, but narratively it struggles really hard. And that third act just pissed me off. It felt like a really bad M. Night Shyamalan twist. And ultimately, this is a film that's going to frustrate a lot of people, especially big-time horror film fans, and one that frustrated me to no end. And I think Antebellum is one of the worst films of the year, sadly. And I'm going to give it a 2. And again, this has nothing to do with the thematical elements. I think, again, there's so much here that works and that I was buying into. Is it tough to watch? Yeah. But the way it was presented, that third act just felt so frustrating and so unearned. And the why. Why is it happening? You got to tell us the why. If you don't tell us the why, no one's going to buy into it. And that's ultimately my frustration with the film and why I don't like Antebellum. I'm going to stop talking about this now because I'm going to keep ranting if I keep go on about it. Man, I'm upset. I'm not happy with this. That about wraps up with this video. Again, I want you guys in that comment section below because I'm sure there's going to be some people that do like it. Why do you like this this movie? Because there's nothing redeemable past that third act to me. Yeah, that about wraps up this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, if you could hit that like button and subscribe for more videos. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.